Welcome back to Stoic Path, the only channel where ancient philosophers get dragged into modern chaos. Today's question: what happens when life feels like a giant slot machine? Do the Stoics just shrug and say, "Meh, it's fate"? Or do they secretly carry lucky rabbit feet under their togas? Spoiler alert: no rabbits were harmed in the making of this philosophy. Unless you count Marcus Aurelius's beard, which was basically a rabbit habitat. Now, let's be real. Life often feels like a dice roll. You wake up, spill coffee on your shirt, miss the bus, and then somehow get a free donut at work. Total chaos. But the Stoics had a way of looking at randomness that makes it less terrifying and more manageable. So stick around, because we're diving into Stoicism versus randomness, how to stay calm when life feels like dice. And trust me, this episode is going to roll natural 20s all the way through. Fortune versus Providence. Let's start with the big philosophical showdown: fortune versus Providence. Imagine you're walking barefoot in your living room and suddenly, bam, you step on a Lego. Was that fate? Providence? Or just bad luck mixed with poor interior design? The Stoics believed the universe was ordered by logos, a rational principle, like a cosmic Wi-Fi signal holding everything together. But randomness still shows up in daily life. Epictetus would say, "It's not the Lego's fault. It's your reaction that matters." Think about airline delays. You can rage at the gate agent, demand answers, and stew in frustration. Or you can treat it as a chance to practice patience. The randomness of weather isn't under your control, but your attitude is. The Stoics remind us that Providence is like the Wi-Fi of the universe. Sometimes it's strong, sometimes it drops mid-Zoom call. The point isn't to freak out when the signal cuts, it's to calmly reconnect. And here's the kicker: randomness is training. Every spilled coffee, every lost sock, every unexpected traffic jam is basically the universe handing you a free workout for your mind. Instead of seeing randomness as an enemy, the Stoics saw it as practice. You don't control the dice, but you control how you play the game. The moral neutrality of chance. Now let's talk about luck. Ever notice how lottery winners always say, "It was meant to be"? Meanwhile, the other 999,999 people are like, "Was it meant to be that I lost?" The Stoics would laugh at this. For them, luck is neither good nor bad. It's morally neutral. Virtue is the only true good. So whether you win the lottery or drop your phone in the toilet, the moral weight is the same. It's how you respond. In modern life, randomness shows up everywhere, especially online. Algorithms decide who goes viral, who gets shadow banned, and who gets buried under cat videos. Random? Absolutely. But Stoicism says, don't hinge your happiness on the algorithm. Focus on the craft, not the clicks. Marcus Aurelius didn't care about likes. He cared about living with integrity. If he had TikTok, he'd probably get shadow banned for too many toga thirst traps, but he wouldn't lose sleep over it. Here's the Stoic twist. Randomness doesn't define you. It's indifferent. The only thing that matters is whether you stay virtuous in the face of chance. Flip a coin for lunch, roll dice for your workout. Let randomness decide small things. It's a way to practice detachment. You're not training to control luck. You're training to control yourself. Training with randomness. Finally, let's talk about deliberately training with randomness. Life is basically Mario Kart. You can be in first place, cruising along, and then boom, blue shell randomness at its finest. The Stoic strategy? Don't avoid randomness, embrace it. Expose yourself to unpredictability on purpose. Take random routes home. Let dice decide your workout. It's like building mental muscle for chaos. Imagine Seneca at the gym. Today, Fate has chosen burpees. Curse you, Zeus! But that's the point. By practicing with randomness, you stop clinging to certainty. You learn to roll with whatever comes your way. Job interviews, dating apps, traffic jams, all filled with randomness. Stoicism says, don't cling to certainty. Train for flexibility. Here's a fun exercise. Create a randomness jar. Write down small challenges. Skip dessert, compliment a stranger, meditate for 5 minutes, take a cold shower. Draw one daily. Treat it as Stoic training. You're basically gamifying chaos. Instead of fearing randomness, you're inviting it in, laughing at it, and using it to sharpen your composure. And the beauty of this practice is that it scales. If you can stay calm when dice decide your lunch, you're more likely to stay calm when life throws bigger curveballs, like losing a job, facing rejection, or dealing with unexpected setbacks. Randomness becomes less of a monster and more of a sparring partner. So what did we learn today? Randomness isn't your enemy. It's your sparring partner. Fortune flips coins, Providence sets the stage. And you? You're the one who decides whether to laugh, cry, or drop a Marcus Aurelius quote in the group chat. The Stoics didn't waste energy trying to control luck. They trained themselves to control their reactions. And that's the secret. Randomness doesn't decide your virtue. You do. If you enjoyed this dive into Stoicism versus randomness, smash that like button, roll the dice on a comment, and subscribe for more philosophical chaos. And hey, if YouTube's algorithm randomly blesses us, maybe this video will go viral. If not, well, that's indifferent too. Until next time, stay calm, stay stoic, and remember, life's dice don't decide your virtue, you do.